Hi, dear language learners. Today I have this great three-step formula, a very short kind of structure that you can use every time you get into freeze mode. And this will, especially for those of you who are kind of intermediate level, who have studied for years your target language, and you feel you have so much vocabulary already, but you always go into freeze mode whenever you are confronted with a fluent speaker. This will help you so much because it will overcome that psychological barrier that you feel like, oh my God, now I need to speak, but I will sound ridiculous. No, you don't sound ridiculous. This will just enable you to get over that hurdle, and then the conversation will flow. Hi, and welcome to the channel. I'm Dr. Alex. I'm a social psychologist. I'm a researcher. I'm a polyglot. I'm an enabler for you to speak fluently. I am basically hosting this channel out of pure passion to share the secrets of acquiring a language far quicker and in a far more joyful way than it is always kind of advertised in the classic methods. In the classic methods, they have their right, don't get me wrong. They are focused overly on the grammatical structure of language, which will help you to understand the system and the linguistic functioning of a language. But if your aim is only to get fluent in speaking, having real conversation with fluent speakers, then the method that I'm an author of, the Everyday Nano method, is helping you to get over that initial phase of this activation phase of actually speaking far quicker. So today I have this, what I call a survival kit, to get you over that freeze mode when you're an intermediate level kind of speaker and you have many possibilities to practice with fluent speakers, but you always fall back into this freezing mode. How can you get quickly over that moment of, oh my God, should I rather say that I'm still not speaking, or should I dare? Yes, you should, because the more you actually get into those moments where you practice with fluent speakers to say anything, the more you will get fluent quicker. So, and the best part of this three-step formula is that you can actually apply it immediately. It will not take you long. All you need is prepare these three phrases and have them ready in your target language. So, number one is the sentence. So suppose the situation that somebody in your target language is speaking to you, or you are seeking the contact with a question. Obviously, it might help also to have the sentence ready. Can I ask you a question? But let's suppose you get into this kind of situation where it's like, it's a surprise. You were not prepared for this. So the first thing you need is a sentence for you to actually shift you out of that moment of fear. That's the social psychology behind it. Because the first thing of freeze mode is we fear, we go into fight or flight, and usually then in that situation we do we want to escape the situation. Fight or flight mode, yeah. We want to escape the situation, and we usually then go, well, I had that a lot, and I have my students always come to me and say that as well, to say, oh, sorry, I don't speak, cannot my friend speak to you, kind of thing, you know. But the aim is that you speak. So what you can say is, okay, and then you take a deep breath and practice that sentence, of course, in your target language, right? You need to have that ready in your mind for when this situation happens in your target language. So you say, okay, I will try to answer this in, and then you put your language. So I will actually do the same now in my weakest language, which is Italian, out of my 5 languages, which I have now on an A2 level. Donc, what would I say? Allora, ok, provarò parlare in italiano con te. Scusa, sto ancora imparando. And that's the second part. It's kind of like, sorry, I am still learning. So that is the kind of first, the mindset shifter. It's basically saying, okay, I will try. And that gives you already a foot into the conversation. And then you say your state of learning. You say you are still learning the language. So that's the first sentence you need to have ready. Like, I will try and I am still learning your language. And then the second one, the second step you need to prepare is a rapport builder. So you need to establish some kind of link to the person. And this is usually what I say is, can you please help me? So that is something, I mean, the social psychology behind that is if you ask somebody for help, they will like you more because they are like, okay, this person is showing vulnerability, so I can help this person. And it has been shown in numerous studies in social psychology, when you ask somebody for help, you build a relationship, you build trust. So, second sentence you need to prepare is, can you please help me? And then followed by what you need, like either what is the word for, or can you repeat that a bit slower because you were talking quickly? So I would say, puoi aiutarmi, puoi ripetere per favore, o puoi aiutarmi come si dice in italiano, and then you say the word. If the person then is offering you to switch to another language, of course, that's fine as well. You can then always say, no, possiamo praticare un po' in italiano. Like, can we please practice a bit if the person offers you to switch to your language? But already by the second sentence, you not only have the foot in the door, you are establishing a relationship with a person, because the person will feel, oh yeah, let's help the person, let's help her, let's help him. And number 3 of that 3-step formula to always get you out of that freeze mode is you need to kind of win time, and you basically also need to have a sentence ready where you kind of ask for a little bit of patience. So, for example, in Italian, I might say, per favore, abbi pazienza. I don't know how to pronounce that pazienza correctly in Italian yet, but I would ask that actually the person. I said, come si pronuncia pazienza? Abbi pazienza. Pazienza, probablemente. Tell me, I mean, all those of you who are watching who speak Italian fluently, please tell me how to pronounce it. And so, do you see what that does? The first step was you basically say that you will try and that you're still learning. So you give that signal that you're more than happy actually to speak in the new language. So you say something, I will try and I'm still learning, and then you establish a relationship. So you say, can you please help me? What is that called? Can you please help me? Can you repeat your question? And the third one would be something to gain time, to basically reinforce that you need time to think, right? Because you still haven't got that kind of immediate automatic response that you would have in your normal languages. So you would go, can you have some patience with me? Can you just wait a little bit? Something like you need to have that's one of the most useful high frequency verbs as well in any language you can learn, is to basically say, wait a little bit. That one you need to have ready in any of your languages. I mean, watch as well that video that I did on the most high frequency verbs and phrases to focus on. And I mean, the frequent ones are like, excuse me, can you help me? Can you wait? Can you repeat? So the verb can, or the structure can you please, is a must in any language. So to have these kind of patterns ready give you a way to overcome yourself in that situation, because naturally we want to draw away from that. It's the social psychology just says it's our human nature. We want to draw away from uncomfortable situations. That's just our nature. And you need to kind of hack your brain to get out of that and to overcome that, to feel comfortable with the uncomfortable. And please tell me in the comments, what do you think about this 3-step formula? What I think myself using it, it's very easy, so I can remember it. And In applying it, I start talking automatically. I kind of overcome my psychological response, and by saying, "Oh, sorry, yeah, I will try. Can you please wait a moment? Can you help me?" In that sense, I signal, and the other person will feel, "Ah, okay, she wants to, she needs help, and she speaks already intermediate. Okay, let's converse with her." That kind of things you need to signal to the other person, because what usually happens is if you just say, "Oh, sorry, no, I'm still studying," and you keep saying that maybe in English or in another language, the other person will say, "Okay, she or he can't talk my language, so let's just not speak in that language." And that will just, well, it will kind of close that opportunity for you. It will not open up that wonderful opportunity to practice the new language. So try out this three-step formula, what I call the survival kit of fight or flight mode, and let me know in the comments how this works for you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.